up in northeast Wales again, just off the top of the pass of the B4391 above Llanganog. Beautiful village. We'll go back there later and climb a hill called Gwyn. It's a Hewitt, and we're at the top of the pass, so we're going to climb. Looks like we're going into the mist. Foel Cwm Sean Lloyd, which is an outlier of the Hirnant mountain range. So it's between Hirnant, above Lake Vyrnwy, and the Berwyns. Awkward peak to do. I wanted to do a different approach, but was settled for just parking on the top of the pass and venturing up to it and back down. So short up and down. Then we're going to go back down to Llanganog and do Gwyn via a different route, which is quite spectacular. So there we are. See you later. Bye bye. Howdy folks, yeah, we went up Foel Cwm Sean Lloyd in the mist, thick heather. It's only about a mile up to it from the top of the high road, the B4391. It took us ages. We were going through virtually shoulder length height heather, so it's always good to have a plan B. So we're not going to go to Llanganog and up that fantastic crag Rhywfath, and there's a peak to the side of it with a trig point which is just short of 2,000, and then over to Gwyn. We've just left the top of the B3491 at the military pass, and we're going across this bogland now to over to Gwyn, which is behind me over that way. The Berwyns are to my side. These are two of the most difficult and awkward Hewitts to do, Gwyn and Foel Cwm Sean Lloyd. Difficult to make them in and walk. We've gone to plan B. We packed in that walk up we were going to do, which looks tremendous from Llanganog. I'll do it again next time when I come up to these mountains and do it properly. Time is not on our sides, and energy as well. There we are. I'll come back to you when I'm on the summit. Take care. Bye bye. everyone, there we are. We made it to the summit of Post Gwyn. Plan B. It's always good to have a plan B. We were going to come up from Llangadog. It looks like a cracking route up there, past the crags and up onto the mountains. But time and going up for Cwmllan, Lloyd, like I said earlier, was tough work. And it's always good to have a plan B, so we've come from the top of the pass to Post Gwyn. Nice views of the Berwyns, which I will show you, or I've shown you on the video. A bit hazy today, but I can see Foel Goch, which I'll point out, which is a mountain I was on last, or we were on last. I'm going to release another Highland Diary. I forgot to mention the Knoydart one. After climbing the first peak, we crashed out in the tent in the night, and we'd noticed a naval frigate, big boat ship, don't know what it was, carrier in the loch, and apparently overnight it landed loads of troops, tanks, vehicles, and they all came past our tent. We didn't hear anything. And all the other walkers, there was a few other there in Knoydart, were saying, "Oh, can't believe we didn't hear that last night. They woke us all up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they were firing guns." So, but we didn't hear anything. But in the bothy, the Royal Air Force, Navy and Army, I think, was a multi operation. They left loads of boxes of food in the bothy, so that was quite useful. So that was a tale I forgot to mention about Knoydart. That's my Highland Diary 2. I'm going to put Highland Diary 3 out soon, which is Canisp, which is Corbett up in Assynt. Fantastic views down onto Sullivan. I saw a picture of it from the summit in the Scottish Mountaineering Council Corbett's book, and we went up late one evening when we were up in that part of Scotland, and we had some tremendous views, so keep a lookout for that. Some really brilliant views down to Sullivan from Canisp. So there we are, great, and speak to you later. that was a cracking walk. Ended up being weather being tidy in the end. Plan B worked out okay. Look out for the Highland Diaries, number 3 Cansip, and see you again. Adios amigos.